Hi, it's Lizanne. I'm here to do our weekly reading at the library, but actually I decided to do teaching instead. So what I wanted to talk about was light workers and star seeds. I think it's important. There's some differences between us and some similarities. The similarities are that we both want to be here during this time of evolvement on the earth. It is an important time in human involvement, and the awakening is quite the thing to see. It's so interesting that many beings, multidimensional beings, beings from higher dimensions, beings from the stars, from different star systems, galaxies, wanted to gather here, to be here at this time on the earth. And we are awakening. Both starseed and lightworkers somehow forget why we're here, or forget that we chose to come here. But during the awakening, then we start to remember who we are and what our purpose here is, and that we have a higher purpose than what we've been doing here on the planet, trying to fit into that 3D social demands that was built around us. The star seeds would have a longing for going home and always feeling like they don't belong on this planet, and that they just want to be back home where it's peaceful, where the energies are in harmony, and there's no darkness where they come from. So the light worker is a beautiful, kind soul who wants to spread light. And the way they can do that the best is if they work on themselves, build up light for themselves, clear all of their chakra system, master their emotions, work out of high heart, awaken their kundalini, and just be a hollow bone, a light carrier for the planet, carrying light, sending light back into the grid around the earth. There's a crystalline grid, and also spreading their love around the earth to other human beings, to teach them about their divinity, and that they also are part of Creator, and that they are divine beings, and they can ascend. They can also build their bodies of light. So the light workers are connected to Source. They do have psychic abilities. They mostly, you'll see them teaching, doing art, writing, music, those kinds of things, that where they want to spread light on the planet. So they're really good at inspiring people, empowering people, guiding people. They're wonderful for that. Some of them are grid workers, so they are the gatekeepers also of energy, and they do lots of grid work by building light within themselves and connecting themselves to the earth and to the grid around the earth, and sending light and love to the earth. They're healers. A lot of them do energetic healing, Reiki, Shambhala, all of those types of things. They can transmute energy. They can take energy from people and move that energy for them. They're very good at doing that. They deliver messages, so they have really good intuition, and they can hear messages. So some of them are seers, they're psychics, they're clairvoyant. Some of them can astral travel and lucid dream, and they are a guide to help you in your ascension. They kind of show you the way. So they can also manifest as well. So they try to manifest a brighter, more beautiful reality, and they can show you how to do that. They carry a blueprint also, a divine blueprint. And so that's the job of the light worker. Now, star seeds are also not from this dimension, but they come from distant planets, stars, and galaxies. And they remember those places. And they can connect to those benevolent beings. So they incarnated here on purpose, consciously, to be here at this time to bring light to the planet and to bring different energies from the planets and galaxies and other benevolent beings, to bring templates here, to bring information from those planets here to help with the ascension. And they can affect the vibration. So they know things, old knowledge that can help with the Earth's ascension. They know how to help civilizations. So some of the technologies that we have come from starseeds who tapped into that energy and were able to bring those things here to the planet. So like med beds and healing with crystals and these kinds of things. Old knowledge from different beings. And so they say there's different types of star beings. So there's ones that come from the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Lyrans, Andromedans, Arcturians, from Orion, the Reptilians, the Felines, and the Avians, and there are a whole bunch more named. So they're connected to these beings. Now, so far, I've seen Andromedans, Arcturians, Pleiadians. I've met Reptilians, and I've dealt with the Felines, the Lyrans. So these are planets that are not strange to me. Also, I was learning about my ancestral line, which is Mi'kmaq and Pawnee, and the Pawnee people actually believed and prayed to the Council of Seven, which is in the Corona Borealis, which is interesting name. That is a star system. And they would consult. They would have star people consult with those ancestors that live in the stars in that system, and they were called the Council of Seven. In many meditations, I've seen the council, and I have been able to communicate with what I think are the Council of Seven. So that's very interesting to me, and probably has to do with blood memory and the fact that I am a starseed. So the major differences between starseed and lightworker is lightworkers come from places above the third dimension, but not that much farther from the third dimension, so they're more connected to the Earth. And the star seeds, they come from other planets, galaxies, and solar systems, and so they are, how would you say that? The star seeds have a harder time to connect to the earth and beyond 3D and accept being human on 3D. They feel like they're surrounded by lower frequency, and it kind of annoys them a little bit. And we have a little bit different mission than the light worker. Light workers are spreading love and peace and light by just being the beautiful souls that they are, and just expressing love and sharing, growing with the people. And the star seeds, they carry ancient knowledge from master races that have been through ascension. And they want humanity to hurry up and wake up and go back to those old ancient ways of accessing energy. It's probably why I'm so interested in ceremony, and through different ceremonies I can access higher dimensions. And the starseed and lightworker are both working towards raising the collective consciousness. So those are a little bit of the differences between us. I'm very much into ceremony, like I said, and Star Lodge is one of my favorites, where we can connect to those star beings. And I have often gotten dreams and visions about old ceremonies. And I've also, while doing ceremony for people, have been shown ways of doing things that were long forgotten, which is pretty interesting. So a little bit earlier, we were talking about light workers and their spiritual gifts. So when we're talking about clairvoyance, there's different kinds. So there's clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and claircognizance. So clairvoyance is, of course, seeing. So using your third eye, and visions that you have that are actually pretty physical. You can get premonitions of things that just pop up into your mind, and you don't, it just looks like you've seen this before, but right before it happens. Clairaudience is being able to hear. So you can hear messages clearly. You can hear voices. You can hear buzzing sounds. And you can receive telepathic messages so that you can speak to spirits. You can hear them and you can speak to them. And clairsentience is a feeling. So feeling the energy, sensing that there's somebody around, sensing the emotions of people, animals, plants, spirits. So it's more of an energy feeling in your heart and body, and sometimes you can feel things in your physical body from other people. Claircognizance is knowing. So it's just like you just know something. I know, like I know. That's it. You just spontaneously all of a sudden know the facts. And that was downloaded to you. So those are some of those gifts. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about today. Talking about The differences between light workers and starseeds. Some people say we can be both of those. Of course, starseeds do carry a lot of light and also like to help others evolve by sharing their light. Yeah, so I hope you like the information. Leave me a comment. Thanks.